Welcome everyone to our Hatha yoga class. Our focus for our class is on detoxify, purify, thinking about cleansing our body by doing twists and then opening up our body to let those toxins go. Starting at the top of the mat, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. We'll move through 3 sun salutations, Namaskar A, and then 2 sun salutations, Namaskar B. Standing tall, draw your tailbone down, attach the string to the top of your head. So think as we move through the class, and when we do move into a twist, think of bringing out your organs to help with that detoxifying process. Thinking also about your metabolism. Your metabolism, it improves by detoxifying your body. Take a moment here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose as we move. Your breath is tied to your movement. Big inhale breath. Draw the arms up, overhead, take everything in. Bend through the knees, dive forward, hinge the hips, let the head hang. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. We'll do this inhale up to halfway lift 2 more times. So just draw down first, let the head rest. Head hang. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back, toes pointing forward. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Take the hands down to the floor. This time, step back with the right foot, big step. Left foot, big step. Okay, spread the fingers out here. Hug your waist when you come down to the ground. So hug the waist with elbows. Jump the body forward. Come down to the knees. Lower yourself into the ground. Uncurl the toes. Pubic bone down. Tops the feet down. Draw the navel in. Engage your bandhas. Elbows in. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, release. 2 more up dogs. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, release. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, release. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take your toes back to the ground. Come up to downward facing dog. Alternate knee bends. Let the head hang. Draw your heels down. Bend to the knees. Look to your hands. Walk the feet forward. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. 2 more times. I just want to make sure that I am not fuzzy. Stand tall. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel in. Feel your foundation for your feet. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands down, step back with the right foot, left foot, jet the body forward, lower yourself into the ground. The knees may come down. Inhale to up dog. Pubic bone down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, hold. Draw the heels closer to the ground. Externally rotate through tops of your arms. You want about 2 fist distance between your feet. Fan your fingers. So spread your fingers out, gripping your mat with your finger pads. Inhaling, exhaling. Next, exhale, breath. Bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk, step your feet forward. Ankles, knees, hips in line. Inhale, come up to halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. One more time, just like that. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Feel your foundation and dive forward. Draw that navel in, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back again. Exhale, step back with the right foot, left foot, plank, chaturanga. Hug your waist with the elbows as you lower. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Nice upside down V. Draw the pelvis up, hips up. Inhale. Exhale, bend through the knees. Look to the hands. Walk or big steps forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release full. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Bring your big toes together. Namaste at the squat. Inhale to squat. Sit your bottom back. Check the knees, not passing the toes in. Then exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Step back with the right foot, left foot, plank, chaturanga. So jut the body forward and lower yourself to the ground. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog, and then step between your hands. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up, high lunge. Arms may come overhead. And then exhale, hands down to the ground, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, push your right heel back, you're super strong. Knee points forward, and then exhale, hands to the ground and downward facing dog, hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend from the knees, look to the hands, walk, step, or jump your feet forward. Toes touch, big toes touch. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, and to your squat, fierce posture. Exhale, come up all the way, hands to the heart center. One more time. Inhale, squat, fierce posture. Exhale, up and dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back or jump back to plank. Lower yourself into the ground. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, high lunge, draw the arms up overhead. Push your left heel to the back wall. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left leg straight up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, come up, push your heel back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here. Here's a twist coming up. Okay, for our twist coming up, stepping onto the outside edge of your mat, with your second toe. So the toe beside your big toe, just have it onto the outside edge of the mat. Opening up. You may have your hands a little bit closer to the legs too. Twisting into the right side first. Take your right hand and then hold on to your left ankle. So remember, you can bring your hands back a little bit closer to the leg and then hold onto the left ankle here. And then I want you to try to pull yourself under your armpit. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, breath coming out. Exhale, hold. Inhale, twist to the other side. Exhale, hold, come underneath the armpit. Pull. Inhale, come out. Exhale, hold. Bend to the knees, and then step your feet back in with your ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. You might find that you're a little bit too close, so step your hands away and then hold. Next one is wild thing. Come into, so downward facing dog, draw the hips up to the sky, three-legged dog. So you can come onto the heels and then lift the right leg up to the sky. And then wild thing, bend through the knee, flex your foot, and then open up your hips. So the knee is stacked over top of the hip. Open, open, open. And then slowly release, come back. And then to the other side, three-legged dog. So come onto the heels and then lift up through the heels, sorry. And then lift up your left leg, flex the foot, bend the knee. And then stack your hips on top of each other, I should say. Your knees on top, also over top of the hips. Keep holding, and then slowly make your way out. Downward facing dog, draw the heels there. Bend to the knees, look to the hands, walk, step or big step your feet towards your hands. And then inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold, and let the head hang here. So let yourself hang. Big toes may be close. Bend the knees enough to help keep the back flat. Help keep your chest on top of your thighs also. With the next inhale breath, come up to halfway lift. Your hands may come into the shins or elbows up to the sides for more opening. Exhale, release. Inhale, come to squat. Exhale, up, and arms come the opposite way. Okay. Keeping the big toes together, come into squat again, fierce posture. Sitting back into our squat, we add our twist. So check that the knees are not passing your toes. Really sit that bottom back. Pulling the navel in, engage your fundus, that's your core strength. Relax your shoulders. Twisting to the left side here first. So feel your foundation. Inhale. Exhale, twist over to the left side, and the right elbow comes in the outside edge of the left knee. Outside of the left knee, the right knee will want to jut forward, but we want our knees to be square with one another. Back is flat, looking over to the side. More opening would be the hands coming away from the body, or hands in prayer. Coming out of the twist, take your hands down, let the head hang, draw your bottom up to the sky. Take a moment, inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, overhead, really engage your leg muscles. And then exhale, hands to the heart center, sit back down into the squat. Hold, inhale. Exhale, twist over to the right side. This time the left knee wants to jut forward, so pull it back. Square the hips. That opening may be with the arms here or prayer. Inhale, hold. Exhale, make your way out. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Low lunge will be next. And then we have the twist to it. Bend through the knees. Step the right leg straight back. Low lunge, take your hands down towards the ground. The knee may be supported with a knee block. A knee block I have would look like this. It's nice foam. Or double up your mat. Just whatever else is going to work for you. Some kind of foam too would work. Works great. Okay, stabilize. Abdomen twist. Right hand, you can tent the fingers. Left hand onto the hip. And then twisting over to the left side. Your knee actually doesn't have to be down. And then add the twist this way. The arm may come away. Push the right heel to the back wall. Slowly release, come out of the twist. Okay, to the other side. So bend through that back knee and then step right to the left. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, bend through the knees, step the left leg straight back. So high lunge, and then you can take it down to that low lunge. The knee may come down to the ground too. A little bit more stability. However, sometimes it doesn't work for your knee. So lift it up also. Left hand down, or you can tent the fingers. And right hand onto the hip. And the twist. Release the arm. Left knee points, or right knee, sorry, points straight ahead. Make your way out of the twist. Back knee bend, bends and step left to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, hands onto the hips, opening up. So we're gonna first step straight back with the right leg,
And then twist so that your toes all look face front. So always twist on your heels and then twist. Toes face forward. Big V. You might want to open your legs a little bit more, but just find where it's going to work for you. Forward bend. Take your arms behind, hold on to your hands. Inhale, small back bend. Draw your heart up to the sky. Exhale, full forward, bend the knees enough to help keep the back flat. Fold forward. And then release your hands, come down your legs, and then take your hands forward onto your mat. Take your hands a little bit even more forward so that they're off of your mat. Just gonna step back so you can see me a little bit better with my mat here. Okay, hands forward. Spread the fingers out, lots of balance. Take your right hand into the center and then center between your legs here. And then release your left hand, place it on your left hip. We just did a twist similar to this. We'll do another. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, rotate to the left side. Take your hand away, opening up. I'm your mirror image, so it's probably not, I'm saying the wrong thing at this time. That's okay. Slowly come out of the twist. Okay, other hand, bring it onto the hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the other side. You may release the hand away. You can turn your head to follow your thumb towards the sky, looking at your thumb or drishti. Keep focusing. And then slowly release. Take both hands down to the ground. Walk your hands so that they're going to be parallel with your feet. So just walk them back. Draw the elbows down towards the ground. Draw the crown of the head down towards the ground. Your goal is to let the crown rest on the floor. So bend the knees enough to get a little bit closer to the ground. Elbows go through, head rests. Making your way back up. Inhale, walk forward. Exhale, come up to halfway lift. So place your hands on the hips and then come up to halfway flat back. Inhale all the way up. Small back bend. Shine the heart out. Exhale, release. Bend to the knees and then step your feet to the front or together and then the front of the mat. A little shift through the body. Okay. Make your way down to the ground now. Lots of standing postures. So onto the ground here. Namaskar A with me, or making your way down towards the ground on your own. Big toes may come together. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Feel your foundation. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the ground, chaturanga. Jump forward. You may come down to the ground, a little bit different, and then come up to up dog, and then back into downward facing dog. Bend through the knees, walk, step, or jump to seated. Extend those legs in front. Remove the fleshy part from your bottom, as if you're standing on the ground. So nice and strong through your foundation here, toes up towards the sky. Sitting up tall, attach a string to the crown of your head. Draw the chin into the chest just slightly now. Notice your breath. Notice your heart rate. Releasing, opening up your eyes, bend through both of the knees. Take them in, and then hold on to your knee pit. So just underneath your knees, sit up tall and then lean back. So if you have a rounded back, like you should really lift up through the chest and pull onto the backs of your knees. Toes may be up towards the ceiling. Then lift one foot off the ground, other foot off the ground. Engage your bandhas, your core strength. So draw the navel in, lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. Hold, hold, hold. Release one hand, release the other hand. Keep holding. Keep holding. Look at your toes. Keep holding. Lovely boat pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, let's try it. If you have a pillow, or I like to use a block. This block, it's a cork block, so it is heavier. So I'm going to get another block. It's just right here. It's a foam block. So this one works really, really well, foam block. Okay. So the foam block, I'm going to place it between my knees. And find where it's going to work for you. The skinniest way, it's definitely not the best. It may be the medium support one that you want. Definitely not the biggest one. Just find what's comfortable for you. It's still the same idea. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other when you do this. Okay, so lifting your legs up off the floor, hold. Now squeeze your block. So you may find that, yes, I have to change it. So it's going to be the smallest width, not the second largest here. So maybe the smallest width. Keep holding, release your hands and hold. Pull the navel in. Keep holding, keep holding. You may straighten the legs. Keep holding. Squeeze your block. Hold, hold, and slowly, slowly release. Okay, take the block away. Boat pose to cow face. Cow face, crossing your legs up and over each other. The knees stack on top of each other. That's the goal. Another way to do it would be left leg straight, right leg crossed over top, or getting that knee crossed over top like this. Okay. And band, if you don't have a strap or a band, house coat tie works really well. So you can get your band. If you don't have one, you may not need it also. It is for taking our arms up and over, and the goal is to have your hands touching each other, opening up through the shoulders. Okay, here, let's do the twist. The goal again, stack your knees over top of each other, flex the feet enough. Lots of strength coming through the foundation. And then you may want to use band, or maybe you don't. Take the right arm up and over. And if I was holding my band, I would be holding it with my right hand here first. And then I would take the left arm around, walk my left hand up the band to meet my right hand. We are opening up through the shoulders as we're opening up through the hips here. Take your hands a little bit closer together. See if you can hold on to your hands. One side may be tighter than the other. So just take notice of that. Use your breath. Inhale to all those areas of tightness. Exhale, release. Let yourself settle. Slowly release. Keep that hand away. Okay. Let's work into the other side. Cross. This time, switching legs, the other on top. Here would be my left leg crossing over my right. Do it that way. Knees on top of each other. Taking the band. Left arm comes up and over the shoulder. You hold on to the band at the same time too. And then take the right arm behind and hold. Walking your shoulders together. Walking your hands together. Opening up through the shoulders. I'm not sure how you walk your shoulders together. Use your breath. Slowly release. Out. Twist. Windshield wiper, knees side to side. Here, take the right leg in front. Left leg will come behind. This. I'm going to turn my body so you can see that leg okay. Right here. We do a pelvic tilt for a left side here, pelvic tilt. Lift your heart up and then add the twist, twisting over to the right. Try not to squeeze into the glutes. Any kind of pinching into the hip. Release. Go out of the stretch and then come back into it if it's okay for you. Slowly release. Move into the other side. You can do the windshield wiper again too. Okay, left leg in front, right leg behind. You may hold here without the twist too. That you're doing that pelvic tilt, sit up, pelvic tilt, and then twist over to the left side. The exhale breath coming out of the pose. Okay. Very good. Come into child's pose. So sit back into the heels, uncurl the heels, sit back to child's pose, let the forehead rest. Come out of child's pose. One more twist here. Take both legs forward. Move that fleshy part from your bottom. Take the right leg up and over the left leg. Sit up tall. Okay. Twisting into this pose, we have a few variations. This is sage pose, Marichisana. See, the left leg also could be bent. It is a deeper twist then, or leg straight. The hand, your left hand may be holding the outside of the knee, or when you sit up, your left elbow goes onto the outside of the knee, but really try to open up through the shoulders. So if you find you're squishing, just hold on to it with the hand here. Take a nice deep inhale breath, sit up tall. Exhale, twisting over to the right side. Now twisting of your organs, I want you to twist out those toxins. Get rid of those toxins. Think of cleansing your body. Improving your metabolism. With the next exhale breath of yours, make your way back to the center. Release the right leg. Take the left leg up and over the right. Right leg straight or bent. Sit up tall. Right hand onto the outside. Or when you do that sitting up, then you bring your elbow onto the outside of the knee. Sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, twisting over to the left side. Looking over the shoulder, last one. Exhale breath, come back. Release. Take both feet down to the ground, windshield wiper, knees side to side. So open up those feet wider, and then windshield wiper. Come to all fours. Lengthening through the body. So we did lots of twists there. So I want you to open up now. Right arm, left leg lifts. Inhale, lift up, no higher than the shoulder, toes down to the ground, thumb up towards the sky, easier on your shoulder. Exhale, release, come down. Other side, left arm, right leg lifts. Extend, inhale, exhale, come back down. Alternating sides. Inhale, lift, opposite side. Exhale, down. Navel draws in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Keep moving from one side to the next. Lots of strength. Navel in. Look down to the ground. One more time on each side. Toes continue to stay down to the ground. Stronger. And exhale. Release child's pose however you like. The knees may come out to the side to open up through the hips a little bit more. And curl the toes first and then sit back. Your hands may come up overhead into prayer, so the elbows would be down, and then hands above the head. Just let yourself hold. If you want more opening into the arms, you may use your blocks. And then elbows are down on your blocks. And then forehead rests on the ground. It's a deeper stretch in the back of the arms, shoulders. Make your way out of child's pose. Remove any of the props if you are using them. Come to camel. Stand on the knees. Toes down to the ground. Nice and tall. Place the hands, palms onto the small of the back. Fingers are pointing down. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, make your way out. Sitting on your heels. Hero. Our next pose. I love sitting on a block for hero. You can sit on 2 blocks or your cushions, just stacking them up a little bit higher. It takes pressure off the knees, which is always beneficial if you've had anything that has happened to the knees. You can take the palms of your hands onto your thighs and then take your heels of your palms into your leg crease here. Close your eyes. Keep breathing, let yourself settle. Open up your eyes. A variation that we will do for reclined hero will look like this. You may continue in hero. Reclined hero, take your hands down to the ground. Lift your hips up towards the sky, then let your bottom settle, and then open up your chest. Keep the hands a bit further away. You can take them off the mat. Remember to lift your hips up and then settle when you come back down. Let that pelvis settle down. Nice big opening into the chest. And slowly release, make your way back up. We'll have to adjust. Then sit back into the hero. If you were doing full hero, reclined hero, you would have to remove your block away. So you can do this on your own time. And then make your way, I'm just gonna make sure I'm in the camera here in the center. Make your way down towards the ground. I come down to my elbows and hold it into your toes here. Your heels are just onto the outside of your bottom here. This is a really big opening into the hips. So lift your hips up just like we did before, and then make your way down to the ground. Arms may come overhead. Hold on to the hands for the elbows. So that's just an option if you wanted to do that on your own, coming out of reclined hero, just the same way. So push up on those elbows and make your way back up to all fours. Then you may sit back into child's pose. And then make your way up. Roll over to the side of your body and make your way down to the ground. You may do this as one vertebra at a time coming down, but if you've had any kind of injuries with the spine, it is never good to round through the spine. You need to always come down with a straight spine, so you can come onto the side of the body and then roll over to the back. And just hold here, see if you can touch your heels. If you do have your cork block handy, you can use that now. So I'm sorry, I should have had that ready. I should have told you before, prompted you. Okay, so find where that it is always the heels, the knees, and the hips are in line with each other. And here I like to use the smallest width. Place it between your knees. This is we're using the block. It's going to help take that pressure off of the lower back, which is the best, of course. Touch your heels. That's the right distance that your heels are away from your bottom. Place your hands down towards the ground, never looking around when you do bridge. We will lift our pelvis off the ground. So draw your navel in and then inhale, lift up. Exhale, hold. Keep lifting, keep breathing. The inhale breath is so good for supporting your spine. So make sure you're breathing in, breathing into the chest, breathing into the belly. Keep squeezing your block. Take the pressure off of the lower back. Take that pressure off so you can really just use your core here to support. Feel that nice wrap around the lower back, core firing. Slowly release with your exhale breath. Draw the pelvis down. Remove the block or your cushion. Remove it away. Draw the knees into the chest. Little twist that we love to do. Take the legs up towards the sky. First, the legs up the wall. Bend through the knees, then take the legs up and over to the left side. So we are able to get the length to our right side. Take your arm in line, right arm in line with your shoulder. I'll just move over so you can see me in the camera. Place your left hand onto the outside of the right knee. Turn your head towards the right arm. Close your eyes. Use your breath to help you settle, to let go. Take your head back to the center. With core strength, Take the legs back to the center. Knees into the chest, little squeeze. Take the legs up the wall. Improving our circulation. Bend through the knees. Lift your legs up and over to the right side. Arm comes in line, left arm comes in line with the shoulder. Turn your head the opposite way of the legs. Close your eyes. Body settles. Use your breath to help. Inhaling, breathing into all areas that are a little bit tighter. Exhale, breath to help them to release. It comes back towards the center. Core strength, use to bring your legs back to the center. Knees come into the chest. Doing whatever other movement or pose that you would like to do before Shavasana. And then setting yourself up for Shavasana. If you find that your body's getting a little bit cold now, use a blanket to cover up. If you're lying on your back, the knees may be bent. You may have a towel or a blanket under the knees too for support if your legs are extended. But without a blanket, you can take the right ankle to the right corner of your mat, the left ankle, left corner of your mat. You can squeeze the glutes and then let them release. A little shift through the body. Turn your palms up towards the sky. If you feel safe, take the arms a little bit further away from the body. If you notice that you're touching any of your props, please move them out of the way so your energy flow continues to move and it's not blocked. Here we close our eyes and let our eye sockets be heavy. Your facial muscles soften. Lips come together and then let them part. Feel the softness come down your neck. Feel the tension melt away. Your arms feel heavy. Going down your chest, past your belly. Squeeze your glutes. Let your glutes soften and let your pelvis open a little bit more. Let your legs be soft, light. Coming down your legs, past your knees, past your calves, shins, ankles, letting all that tension go out through your toes. letting all that tension go out through your fingers. I'll call you back in a few minutes. So let yourself just enjoy this time in your meditative space in peace. Slowly starting to wiggle your toes, starting to wiggle your fingers, coming back to me. Noticing your state of being, the calm that you feel. A little shift through the body. If you're lying on your back, making your way into fetal by bending through the knees and then taking the right arm above the head, then rolling over to your right side. Nice and strong, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Placing your hands to your heart center. Oh, how I love yoga and the happiness that it brings us to keep filling our bucket with this happiness, this joy, this contentment, to continue to do this for ourselves. So thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Welcome. Namaste.
Namaste.